80-20, huh? I thought 70-30 was bad in the legislature. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for your work. I'm so glad that Democrats are working hard and showing up in this county, and thanks to Mindy for inviting me. I am so honored to be here, you would not believe it. I want to start with audience participation. It's not that hard though. If you're a teacher, please stand up, or a retired teacher. Can you please stay standing? Everybody stay standing. If you are or ever have been an election worker, stand up. How about somebody in the healthcare community, including mental health? Nurses, doctors, paraprofessionals, caregivers. How about mothers, fathers, grandparents? Please stand up. Looks like I've missed. I'm trying to get all the people that the Republicans demonize. How about school board members? Do we have any school board members? Or people who have run for school board, or you used to be on the school board? Hi, Dawn.
Board.
What's that?
Library
board, you bet. You bet. Okay, how about, speaking of library board, how about health board?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, veterans. Veterans, yeah. Please stand up. Okay, everybody who I missed, go ahead and stand up. Get a little exercise. I'll tell you why, because people ask me, why am I a Democrat? This is why I'm a Democrat, because we are the party of the people. Go ahead and sit down. I have another reason why I'm a Democrat. I'll get to that in a minute. I want you to know that Democrats worked very hard in the session, but it didn't start in the session. We're at a point in time. We're just at a point in time. It's a point in time in history that seems daunting, but it will pass. We will not be held back by our conditions, but we will make choices to shape our future by working our asses off to get all of these people elected and Ryan Busse at the top. Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I just love being here. I love being with everyday people because I am one of you. I wanted to let you know that Democrats have been setting the table and moving the dial for decades on really important policies that have changed people's lives. And I'll give you two examples. One is, for a decade, for 10 years, the minimum wage did not change one bit. It was stagnant. Even though, especially labor and other people rallied to increase the minimum wage to improve the lives of the working class men and women and their families of Montana. For 10 years, legislators moved bills to try to increase the minimum wage. Nothing. We met with Republican opposition. Who's in step with Montana? It's the Democrats, and I'll tell you why. A ballot initiative was spearheaded by former Governor Bullock, and it passed by 73% to raise the minimum wage. That's Democrats setting the table, moving the dial, and making life better for everyday Montanans. A second example, and this is why it's so important to elect Ryan Busse. For decades, Democrats have worked to expand access to health care. We have fought back on budget cuts that fund all of the essential services and access to health care. For decades, that's what we have done. And we set the table and we moved the dial on health care when Medicaid expansion passed. In 2015, there was a Democrat bill. Oftentimes, Democrats don't get credit. We had a Democrat bill, 7 hours of testimony. Everybody in support except for a handful of opponents. 7 hours. Before the bill sponsor had time to sit down, the Republicans moved the bill and killed it. But we didn't give up. We came back with another bill and it passed. It passed in 2015, and by 2016, the uninsured rate for adults had been cut from 20% to 7%. That was a big deal, and it really matters. And that Medicaid expansion was implemented fully within 1 year, 2016. Consider that 100,000 more people have insurance, and these are the working poor. That's why it is so important to elect a governor. Now, I've worked under 16 years as a legislator under Democrat governors. I saw the impact that having a Democrat in that office makes, because they appoint all of the heads of all of the departments, and the values and the goals and the principles and the commitment of the governor infiltrates throughout all of government. And Democrats made government work for people. Now, I've served for nearly 4 years under Gianforte, who, by the way, I just have to say this. He. I like he's taken a page out of Gianforte's playbook to say, oh, I ran a successful business, blah, blah, blah. Well, so did Gianforte. That's what he says. I ran a successful business. That's why you should elect me. Well, I'm telling you what, maybe he ran a successful business when it was his own money, but as governor, he's not very successful. He spends money like a drunken sailor, and all I can figure out, it's because it's not his money. But with a Democrat in office, you will see a huge change. That's why we need Ryan Busse. I'm telling you, I'm all in for Ryan Busse. So having said all that, I want to go back to the very beginning, because they always say what you said in the beginning. Okay, I didn't say this in the beginning, I kind of forgot. I'm nervous about introducing Ryan Busse. I'm glad I didn't know I was supposed to do that. I wasn't paying attention when Mindy asked me to speak. Okay, so I'm a Democrat because Democrats give a damn. Don't we?
Yes.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and take a risk. I want you to chant with me. Is that okay? Who gives a damn? Democrats. Who gives a damn? Democrats. One more time and louder. Who gives a damn?
Democrats.
Thank you very much. And I can't say any more about Ryan Busse. He's great.